Top 6 powerful nutrients to stop leg weakness in seniors. As we age, we often focus on preserving our heart, brain, and bones. But what about our legs? These silent supporters carry us through decades of steps, yet they're often neglected until pain or weakness demands our attention. For older adults, healthy legs aren't just about comfort, they're about independence, balance, and quality of life. Leg-related problems in the elderly are surprisingly common and deeply impactful. Age-related muscle loss, sarcopenia, weakens the feet and legs, making every step a little harder. Stiff joints, thinning cartilage, and chronic inflammation reduce mobility and increase the risk of falls. Impaired circulation and nerve function can lead to numbness, wounds that won't heal, and even severe complications in people with diabetes. But there's good news. Nutrition has the power to protect and restore leg health. While most conversations about nutrients focus on vitamins and minerals, calcium, vitamin D, magnesium, there's an equally powerful group of non-vitamin, non-mineral compounds that directly support leg strength, structure, and function. Before we get started, I'd love to know where you're joining me from today. Drop a comment below and feel free to ask any questions you have. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more science-backed tips on healthy aging. Your legs will thank you. First, let's talk about protein. As we grow older, one of the earliest signs of aging often reveals itself in the legs. Climbing stairs feels harder, walking long distances becomes tiring, and simply standing from a chair might require more effort than before. These subtle shifts are often the first whispers of sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength that affects up to a third of adults over 60. But is this physical decline inevitable, or can we take control of it? More specifically, can a single nutrient help preserve the strength and vitality of our legs as we age? The answer is yes, and that nutrient is protein. Protein isn't just for bodybuilders or athletes. For older adults, it's a fundamental component of healthy aging, especially when it comes to leg function. Our muscles are made of protein, and as we age, we become less efficient at using it to repair and rebuild. This phenomenon, known as anabolic resistance, means the body requires more high-quality protein to trigger the same muscle-building response it once achieved effortlessly. That's where protein earns its place as a true powerhouse. It provides the raw materials to maintain lean muscle tissue, which is critical for leg strength, balance, and mobility. But even more remarkable is how one particular amino acid, leucine, acts as a biological switch. Found in abundance in foods like dairy, eggs, and lean meats, leucine activates a key growth pathway in the body called mTOR, sending a clear signal to start building muscle. Without that signal, even a protein-rich meal may not fully support the muscle maintenance that aging legs need. So what happens if we don't get enough? The decline may be slow, but its effects are profound. Weakened legs, increased risk of falls, reduced mobility, slower recovery from injuries, and a higher likelihood of losing independence. Even if you're eating enough calories, a lack of protein can lead to muscle being broken down silently, replaced not by strength, but by fatigue. Fortunately, this is a problem we can actively address. Current research suggests that older adults should aim for more protein than previously recommended, around 1.2 to 1.5 grams per kilogram of body weight per day, and distribute it evenly throughout the day to overcome anabolic resistance. Instead of saving protein for dinner, imagine giving your legs what they need at every meal, especially at breakfast and lunch, when many seniors tend to skimp. The sources of protein also matter. High-leucine proteins like whey, eggs, fish, chicken, and Greek yogurt are especially effective, while plant-based options like tofu, lentils, and quinoa can also contribute when properly combined. For those with reduced appetite or chewing difficulties, protein shakes and powders offer a convenient, concentrated alternative. 2. Omega-3. When most people hear the word fat, they don't think of healing or strength, they think of something to avoid. But what if one particular type of fat could do just the opposite? What if it could soothe aching joints, improve blood flow to your legs, and even protect the delicate nerves that make every step possible. That's exactly what omega-3 fatty acids are known for, and their power is especially vital. Leg pain, stiffness, and swelling are common complaints among older adults, and they're often tied to low-grade, chronic inflammation. Whether it's arthritis in the knees, aching calves, or sore ankles, inflammation is often the invisible saboteur behind declining leg comfort and mobility. This is where omega-3s step in, not as a quick fix, but as a natural, long-term anti-inflammatory ally. Unlike over-the-counter medications that block pain temporarily, omega-3 fatty acids work from within, gently down-regulating the body's inflammatory response at the cellular level. EPA, eicosapentaenoic acid, and DHA, docosahexaenoic acid, the two most active forms of omega-3s found in fish oil, influence the production of signaling molecules called eicosanoids and resolvins, compounds that help resolve inflammation rather than fuel it. The result: joints that move more freely, with less swelling and stiffness, and legs that feel less weighed down by chronic discomfort. But the magic of omega-3s doesn't stop at inflammation. As we age, circulation to the lower limbs naturally declines. The tiny capillaries that deliver oxygen and nutrients to our legs and feet become less efficient, contributing to cold feet, cramping, slow wound healing, and even more serious issues in those with diabetes or peripheral artery disease. Omega-3s help by improving endothelial function. That's the health of the inner lining of your blood vessels. They encourage vasodilation, keeping blood flowing smoothly and preventing clots, which means more oxygen and nourishment reaches your leg muscles, nerves, and skin. Better circulation doesn't just feel good, it lays the groundwork for stronger legs, faster recovery, and lower risk of complications. There's also compelling evidence suggesting that omega-3s may play a protective role in nerve health, particularly for those dealing with tingling, burning, or numbness in the legs, common symptoms of peripheral neuropathy. By reducing oxidative stress and promoting nerve cell regeneration, omega-3s may help preserve sensation and reduce discomfort in the lower limbs. This is especially critical for older adults with diabetes or vascular issues, where loss of sensation can lead to unnoticed injuries or infections. So, where do you find this remarkable fat? The best sources are cold water fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, sardines, and anchovies, rich in EPA and DHA. For those who don't eat fish regularly, purified fish oil supplements or algal oil, a vegan option, can provide effective alternatives. While the ideal dose varies based on individual needs, many studies support 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams of combined EPA and DHA per day for anti-inflammatory and cardiovascular benefits. 3. Collagen. You may not see it, but beneath every strong step, flexible knee, and steady ankle lies a hidden framework, collagen. It weaves through your tendons, cushions your joints, and gives your ligaments their spring. It holds your legs together, quite literally. But as the years pass, this structural matrix quietly weakens. The joints start to ache, your knees don't bend as easily, and your legs lose that sense of stability and bounce they once had. So the question is, can we rebuild what time has taken away? Can collagen truly restore the integrity of our aging legs? The answer is promising, and it starts with collagen peptides. Collagen is the most abundant protein in the human body, forming the scaffolding of connective tissue. But after age 30, your body begins producing less collagen every year. By the time you're in your 60s or 70s, that decline can be felt in every creaky knee and overstretched tendon. And unlike muscle mass, which can sometimes be visibly regained with training and protein, collagen loss is slower to reveal itself, but no less serious. This is where collagen peptides step in. Unlike ordinary dietary collagen, hydrolyzed collagen peptides are broken down into short amino acid chains that are easily absorbed into the bloodstream. Once there, they don't just disappear. They travel to the joints and connective tissues, where they act like messengers, stimulating your body's own collagen production. In clinical studies, people who took daily collagen peptides experienced reduced joint pain, better flexibility, and even improved bone mineral density over time. They mean more stable knees, more resilient ankles, and a lower risk of soft tissue injuries that could take months to heal in older adults. But collagen's role isn't just about strength, it's about movement. When collagen-rich tissues are well maintained, your legs move more smoothly. The knee glides without grinding. The Achilles tendon flexes without inflammation. The plantar fascia, the thick band connecting your heel to your toes, supports every stride without strain. These small but critical details of leg function all rely on healthy collagen architecture. Still, collagen doesn't work in isolation. To be truly effective, it relies on key cofactors, especially vitamin C, which acts like a switch for collagen synthesis. Without it, your body can't make or rebuild collagen effectively, no matter how much you ingest. That's why many high-quality collagen supplements include added vitamin C, or recommend taking it alongside citrus fruits or bell peppers. Timing and consistency also matter. Daily supplementation for 8 to 12 weeks is where most of the clinical benefits are seen. As for sources, collagen peptides are most commonly derived from bovine, cow, marine, fish, or porcine, pig collagen. While all contain the essential amino acids like glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline that your body needs to rebuild connective tissue, marine collagen is often praised for its superior absorption, though bovine remains the most well-studied when it comes to joint and bone support. 4. Creatine. Is there a way to restore that deep, cellular energy that fuels strong, capable legs, especially in aging bodies? Enter creatine, the nutrient often misunderstood as a bodybuilder's supplement, but increasingly recognized as a powerhouse for healthy aging. At its core, creatine is a natural compound stored in your muscles, where it functions as a fast-acting energy reserve. Every time you stand, climb, or lift, especially when the movement is quick or forceful, your muscles tap into creatine to regenerate ATP, the molecule that powers muscle contraction. It's like having a backup generator for your legs. But as we age, our natural creatine stores decline, and so does our ability to generate quick, efficient energy during movement. The result? Legs that fatigue more easily, reduced walking speed, and a subtle but dangerous erosion of balance and confidence. But here's the remarkable part. Creatine is one of the most studied and effective supplements for reversing age-related muscle decline. When combined with even modest resistance training, creatine has been shown to increase lower body strength, muscle mass, and functional performance in older adults. In meta-analyses, seniors who took creatine while engaging in regular exercise significantly improved their walking speed, chair rise time, and leg power compared to those who didn't. And even in those who are sedentary or frail, creatine appears to help preserve muscle, giving the legs a baseline of strength, even without intense workouts. But creatine's benefits go beyond muscle. Emerging research suggests it may also support bone density, likely due to the increased force muscles exert on bones when strengthened. This is particularly relevant to the legs, which bear the body's weight and are highly vulnerable to fracture from falls. Stronger muscles mean stronger bones, and creatine helps power both. Unlike other nutrients that take months to show subtle changes, creatine's effects are often noticeable within weeks. Users report improved energy during walks, better stability when rising from a chair, and a general sense of restored capability in the legs. So, how do you take it? The most common form is creatine monohydrate, a well-researched and affordable option. A daily dose of 3 to 5 grams is typically effective and safe for older adults. There's no need for loading phases or cycling, just consistency. It can be mixed into water or added to a smoothie, ideally taken with a meal for better absorption. And what about side effects? Creatine has been extensively studied, and when taken at appropriate doses, it is considered very safe, even in older populations. Minor water retention may occur at first, but it typically resolves quickly. Importantly, concerns about kidney health in healthy individuals have been largely disproven in clinical trials. 5. Glucosamine. Glucosamine isn't flashy. It's not a trendy superfood or a high-performance supplement. But for decades, It has quietly stood as one of the most researched nutrients for joint health, particularly in the context of osteoarthritis, the progressive breakdown of cartilage that affects millions of aging adults. What makes glucosamine special is that it isn't just a pain reliever. It's a building block, a structural component of the molecules that form cartilage, joint fluid, and connective tissue. Think of it as raw material for joint repair. As we age, the body's ability to maintain and regenerate cartilage declines. The result is thinning joint surfaces, inflammation, stiffness, and pain, especially in the weight-bearing joints of the legs. The knees, in particular, bear the brunt. Glucosamine supports the body's natural cartilage production while also helping maintain the thick, viscous fluid that lubricates and nourishes joints from within. In several long-term studies, including those reviewed in Cochrane meta-analyses, glucosamine, particularly in the sulfate form, has been shown to reduce joint pain and slow the progression of cartilage loss, especially in the knee. And while most of these studies focus on the knee joint, the principles apply just as much to the smaller joints in the ankles and feet, where cartilage can be just as debilitating. But perhaps the most underappreciated aspect of glucosamine is its stabilizing effect. Unlike quick fixes that mask pain, glucosamine provides structural support. It works gradually, reinforcing the internal scaffolding of joints over time. Users often report subtle but meaningful improvements. Less cracking, easier bending, more fluid motion, and greater confidence in daily tasks like climbing stairs or walking on uneven ground. Glucosamine also pairs well with chondroitin, another cartilage-supporting compound, and together they've shown modest but consistent improvements in mobility and joint comfort. However, glucosamine alone still holds value, especially when taken early, before joint damage becomes advanced. It's a slow-burn solution, not a magic bullet, but for aging legs, slow and steady wins the race. So how should it be taken? The standard dosage for glucosamine sulfate is 1,500 mg per day, often split into 2 or 3 smaller doses with meals. It may take 4 to 8 weeks before noticeable benefits appear, which is why consistency is key. While it's generally well tolerated, people with shellfish allergies should be cautious, as some supplements are derived from shellfish exoskeletons, though many plant-based or synthetic options are now available. 6. Curcumin. Long used in traditional medicine systems like Ayurveda and Chinese herbalism, curcumin has gained global attention in recent years for its powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. But this isn't just folklore. Modern science has validated curcumin's effects in hundreds of studies, many of which focus on its role in chronic joint and muscle conditions. In particular, curcumin has shown promise in managing osteoarthritis, tendinitis, and inflammatory pain, all of which commonly affect the legs and lower extremities in older adults. So, how does it work? At the cellular level, curcumin interrupts the inflammatory cascade by blocking key enzymes, like COX, 2 and 5 LOX, and signaling molecules, like TNF-alpha and interleukins, that fuel swelling and pain. Unlike conventional NSAIDs, which often come with gastrointestinal side effects or long-term risks, curcumin is gentler on the body, especially when taken in optimized forms. Clinical trials have even shown curcumin to be as effective as ibuprofen in reducing joint pain and stiffness in patients with arthritis, with a significantly better safety profile. For aging legs, this means less swelling in the knees, reduced tension in overused tendons, and more comfort during movement. It's particularly useful in conditions like plantar fasciitis, where inflammation in the thick band of tissue along the bottom of the foot causes heel pain with every step, a condition notoriously difficult to manage. Curcumin's ability to modulate pain and accelerate tissue recovery makes it one of the few natural compounds that not only reduces symptoms but may also help address the underlying causes. And beyond the joints and tendons, curcumin's antioxidant effects offer broader protection. Aging muscles and nerves are under constant stress from free radicals, unstable molecules that damage tissue over time. Curcumin neutralizes these radicals, potentially preserving muscle integrity and even supporting nerve health, which is crucial in preventing leg numbness or neuropathic pain, especially in people with diabetes or circulatory problems. Of course, One of curcumin's long-standing challenges has been bioavailability. In its raw form, it doesn't absorb well into the bloodstream. Fortunately, modern formulations have solved this. Enhanced versions, such as curcumin with piperine, black pepper extract, phytosomal curcumin, or nano-curcumin, are now widely available and significantly more effective. With these advancements, the full therapeutic potential of curcumin is finally accessible. A common dosage for joint and inflammatory support ranges between 500 to 1,000 milligrams of standardized curcumin extract daily, though individual needs may vary. Taken consistently, most people begin to notice improvements within 4 to 6 weeks. Not a magic bullet, but a steady shift toward comfort and freedom. Conclusion. Across this journey, we've explored 6 powerful nutrients, each playing a unique, science-backed role in supporting leg health. Protein stands as the foundation for preserving and rebuilding muscle mass, helping restore the strength that aging naturally tries to take away. Omega-3 fatty acids fight the chronic inflammation that stiffens our joints and slows circulation, allowing blood to flow freely and legs to move with less pain. Collagen peptides reinforce the tendons, ligaments, and cartilage that give our legs their structure and stability, improving mobility and joint comfort. Creatine reignites the muscle energy system, powering each step with renewed strength and endurance, especially important for preventing falls and maintaining independence. Glucosamine supports the repair and protection of cartilage in our joints, cushioning every movement and preserving flexibility as the years add up. And curcumin provides natural relief from long-standing inflammation and pain, offering a gentle but effective way to keep legs moving freely, even in the face of chronic conditions. Their synergy, their combined, complementary effects, delivers lasting results. Where one supports muscle, another nourishes joint tissue. Where one reduces inflammation, another promotes recovery. Of course, everybody is different. Before starting any new supplement, it's wise to consult with your healthcare provider, especially if you have existing conditions or take prescription medications. Personalized guidance ensures these nutrients work for you, safely and effectively. The road to healthier legs doesn't begin with surgery, injections, or waiting for things to get worse. It begins with nutrition, with smart choices, taken one step at a time. You now have the knowledge. You have the science. And most importantly, you have the power to take action. So feed your legs what they truly need, and let them carry you forward, stronger than ever. If you found this video helpful, please remember to hit the like button. It really helps us bring you more valuable content. Drop a comment below and let us know your thoughts, questions, or what topic you'd like us to cover next. We love hearing from you. Of course, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can never miss out on our latest health tips and insights. Stay informed, stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next video.